the Indianapolis Colts beat writers. There is one, I forget his name, that actually agrees with me, but they are drinking the Kool-Aid that former Joseph Banner employee Ryan GRIGSON is selling them. How is this guy a talent evaluator? Because if you actually watch Trent Richardson over the course of 18 games in Cleveland, you will realize that he's slow, he can't read NFL defenses, and he's got cement blocks that... Watching him as opposed to, what's his name? Ahmad Bradshaw in the same backfield is like watching two different games. High school, pro. So, but this one, Ryan GRIGSON goes on to say, there's so much to like about Richardson. There's a reason why Richardson was taken third overall. Yes, Mike Holmgren and, who was it? Mike Holmgren's a complete idiot. That's why he was taken third overall. Who trades up a fourth, a fifth, and a seventh, one spot to get a running back in 2012? Who? Not in today's. But yeah, Mike Holmgren, that's the reason why. But they say there's a reason why he was taken third overall. That doesn't happen by happenstance. There's a lot that goes into that pick. Guys just don't throw darts in the pick. Yeah, Mike Holmgren is clueless. He ruined it. He was terrible in Seattle as a GM. And then he goes on to say, the thing about him is he plays the game the way it's meant to be played. What, the game was meant to be played dancing behind the line of scrimmage trying to figure out where the hole is? Is that how it's meant to be played? No, the game is played when you hit the handoff, you see daylight, whatever, a little second of window, boom, you shoot up the gap. He don't know how to shoot up a gap. Colts owner had promised, traded running back last season, Vic Ballard. What else did he say here, though? I know the numbers, GRIGSON said, but the yardage is there. You see it when you're watching film. Obviously, you have a guy that's your main threat in the offense and whose defense is going to key up on. Trent isn't even near his ceiling. If the ceiling is dancing on the stars in a couple years, you're right. Colts fans, listen to me. Believe me, if anyone watches me knows I've been crying, bitching about they should trade Richardson for the last year and a half. This guy, when you watch him run, it's like, it's the hardest thing to watch Trent Richardson run. Because he's slow. His feet are slow. He's like got cement weight. You seen it firsthand evidence yesterday. Watching Ahmad Bradshaw in the lineup, and then watching then when they went to Trent Richardson, you could see the remarkable difference in everything. It was like the Colts started playing high school football as opposed to Ahmad Bradshaw pro football. The speed, the slow feet. He's absolutely atrocious. And you're starting to get first-hand look at that. The 2.5 average that you seen yesterday is a common thing for Trent Richardson. Trust me when I tell you. There's a reason when ESPN shows highlights of the trade that they show like the same 3 highlights over and over. They just loop it for like 5 minutes because that's all he had. He had one good run in Cleveland. It was a pass that he caught. He made like 3 Bengals players miss and he scored a touchdown. That's it. And the touchdowns he did score in Cleveland were like he did yesterday in the Colts. 1-yard little runs. Nothing special. Believe me, I'm glad that we got rid of him. But here's the key. Ryan GRIGSON got played like a fiddle by Joseph Banner, who GRIGSON used to work for Banner. How is this guy a talent evaluator? Joseph Banner played him like a fiddle. Because I got news for you, GRIGSON. They would have traded Trent Richardson for a 3rd-round pick. They wanted rid of him. And when you offered a 1st-rounder, what the hell were you thinking? So in essence, we got a 1st-round pick for a 1st-round bust. And Chuck Pagano, you're talking about a rolling ball of knives? I'm assuming that this rolling ball of knives that you're talking about, he had a real long knife on him and he got wedged there and he ain't rolling no more. Because this guy, Chuck Pagano, why do you even want to attempt to have a running game like you want with Andrew Luck in the game? Don't you know the NFL is about passing? You pass to set the run up. You don't run to set the pass up no more. But a rolling ball of knives is the worst analogy to give Trent Richardson. More like a slow developing fucking storm. That's what it is. It's a very slow developing storm. And here we have Trent Richardson right now developing a run right now up the middle, and it should be there by Monday. That's the best analogy. Trust me, Colts fans, listen. If you go back to my videos, every week I was bitching about getting rid of him because he just can't hit a hole. He's too slow, and once he does get in the open field, he goes down with 1 tap. That's hard to believe he's a power back. And the guy didn't practice, and they kept him out of a lot of games for the simple reason he's brittle. He's soft as a pillow. But there's nothing, like Jim Brown said it best. He sees nothing special in Trent Richardson. Well, they drafted him. And you know what? He took a lot of heat for that. What Mike Holmgren talks, oh, we had to take him. And then he says the Colts were going to take Richardson if they didn't get Andrew Luck. Are you kidding me? Well, they might have if Ryan Grigson's running the draft, but I have a hard time believing that they were going to take Trent Richardson if they were going after a quarterback so desperately. Why would they take a running back? But they might with Ryan Grigson making a trade for a number one pick, giving us number one for him. So, Colts fans, you see, the Colts fans are chirping on Twitter after the 1-yard touchdown. Then as the game progressed, didn't hear from them. I didn't hear from them at all. You know why? Because they seen the running style that they're going to be accustomed to getting right now. You cannot take Ahmad Bradshaw out of the game for Trent Richardson. You better hope Ahmad Bradshaw don't get hurt. I said it 3 weeks ago in a video. Trent Richardson's a bigger bust than Ryan Leaf, and I was right. So the Colts fans, the Colts beat writers, the GM are drinking the Kool-Aid that they're selling you. Trust me. There's one Colts writer, I think he's a Colts authority. I read some of his article, and you know what? He agrees with me. He knows, and he knows what I know. He obviously knows more football than Ryan Grigson. Trust me when I tell you. I'm telling you right now, I think his name's Nate Dunleavy. He knows what I know. Trust me, if Trent Richardson was any good, I'd be pissed and I'd be bitching about why they get rid of him. But he's not. And they said that, and all these national news sports guys say, oh, he's such a great player. Tony Dungy, Rodney Hare. Are you kidding me? These guys, what do you guys see that we don't see? Can you explain that to me? What do you see that we haven't seen? Did you watch the game yesterday? Like I said, he's like a slow developing storm. And it's an Alberta Clipper, a 3-inch snowstorm, if you want to call that a storm. I just don't understand. Why is everyone so high on Trent Richardson? Have you not watched him play? I mean, God, it's embarrassing. The difference between him and Ahmad Bradshaw is just amazing. Like I said, you watch Trent Richardson in the offense, look like you're watching a high school offense. You watch Ahmad Bradshaw, definitely a pro player, fast speed, the whole speed of the goddamn thing. Trent Richardson can't play in space because he can't read defenses, he can't find holes. And like I said, when he doesn't get an open field, he's slow as blast. But one knowledge I can make, typical Alabama running back. That's it. Mark Ingram, Eddie Lacy. These guys are nothing in the pros. They're used to, listen, my analogy is correct. They're used to these 400-pound slob offensive linemen at Alabama pushing these inferior college linemen around, and the holes are like this, and they just bloop. But in the pros, the holes ain't like this. They're like this. You gotta be, and Trent Richardson still can't figure out what to do. And even if he could, I got news for you. He's slow as molasses. So, I want to know why these, if you're when Jim Irsay came out was, oh my God, Jim Irsay, and you're the owner of a team? You sure you ain't hitting the sauce again? I mean, because you went out there and said, oh, big rumblings are happening. I cannot emphasize how bad Joseph Banner, he played Ryan Griffin. He played Ryan, whatever that guy's name is, I forget it now, like a fiddle. He played him like a fiddle. I can picture Banner and Lombardi. Lombardi's like, hey, call that Ryan guy, but we could probably get rid of him right now. Called him up, boom, first round. We would have took a third rounder for him. So, our best player is Josh Gordon, by the way. I mean, why would the Cleveland Browns season be over when our 3.2 yards per carry running back was traded? Why? So now he went to Indianapolis. He's averaging 2.5 yards a carry. And the funny thing about it is, hey, these Indianapolis guys say, well, you just turned the offense right now. Come on, man. You're going to use that excuse. Ahmad Bradshaw, look at the speed of the game. Ahmad Bradshaw playing a pro game. Trent Richardson dancing around the backfield. And it's an embarrassment. The Indiana sports writers, or beat writers, Indianapolis beat writers, you guys know nothing. The only one that knows anything is Nate Dunleavy. But seriously, what's this guy's name? Ryan Grigson, you got played. Hey, here's what Joe Banner was like. You got played like a fiddle by Joe Banner. I'm telling you right now, Lombardi probably called Banner up and says, yo, man. He's like, yo, call that Ryan Grigson up, man. We can get rid of Richardson right now, man. Just tell him a third. Banner probably called him up, filled him out, and be like, yeah, first rounder. Okay, we'll take him. The Steelers, hey. Grigson said, hey, hold on, let me find it. I gotta find it real quick. There's a, the way Grigson talks, I'm going to link this article to you, but the way Grigson talks, oh, let me get a roll. This is gonna make you fucking roll. Oh, here it is. There's a reason why Ravens players are thanking Coach Chuck Pagano for removing Richardson from their annual schedule. Yeah, I'm sure the Ravens players are thanking God that they don't have to defend the annual 2.9 yards per carry against the Ravens' Trent Richardson, who does this in the back. This is all he does. I'm sure the Ravens coach and Ravens players are thanking Chuck Pagano, saying, hey, thank you. We don't want to defend. This is embarrassing. You guys are a joke. What else did they say? Oh, this is good. This is good. Ryan, hey, it's also fair to point that Colts general manager Ryan GRIGSON pulled off a heist as long as Richardson is a damn good at age 22. Now the Browns have already paid this entire salary although Richardson is averaging a troublesome 1.6 yards after contact. 1.6 yards after contact. What that means is, okay. Hey, that means he's, and then he gets touched. That's what that means. I mean, this is too good. Because the only reason I'm making this video, because the national media has built this guy up like he's some kind of great running back, when in fact he's a 3rd or 4th round talent that was drafted by an idiot named Mike Holmgren and a waste of a draft pick. But now he's on the Colts' hand. Where's it at here? Browns fans really had a chance to see Richard at his peak from pundits laud him. Pundits laud him only because I can't read it well. Pundits laud him mostly because complete player that's your draft, but also it shuts off right there. So anyway, this video had to be made to the Colts beat writers. You guys are clueless about football. You drank the Kool-Aid. All you fools drank the Kool-Aid that Jimmy Irsay and Ryan GRIGSON was selling you after GRIGSON got played like a fiddle by Joe Biden. And the only one that was Dave Dunleavy. And I surmise he knows what I know. He probably watched game film. Because if you watch game film of Trent Richardson, in Cleveland, and you come away thinking, well, he's going to be better in Indianapolis, and then you watch yesterday's game, and you're still thinking that, then you know what? You don't know football. And for an NFL GM to sit there and make that trade and to make them claims about Trent Richardson says a lot about the talent evaluation of that organization. That's what it tells me. So, Ryan GRIGSON, Joe Banner, Mike Lombardi, but I will tell you this right now, Banner. You didn't trade our best player. Our best player is Josh Gordon. And if you trade him, the Cleveland Browns fans will turn on you, me included. We won't root for the team no more. You do not trade a talent like Josh Gordon. You just don't do it. That's a fucking necessity right there. Josh Gordon on any other fucking team would be the leading receiver in this league that has a quarterback. You know it and I know it. You do not trade Josh fucking Gordon. I'm telling you right now. Granted, he's one drug test away from a fucking suspension for the season. You don't trade him away because without Josh Gordon, this offense is nothing. With Josh Gordon, we can put points up. We seen it yesterday. 30-some points. Without Josh Gordon, 10, 16, whatever. You don't trade him. The Richardson trade? Amen. You don't trade Josh Gordon. I'll tell you that right fucking now.